I have already done a little bit of Mole Knight's area with the Cavern of Joustus, but there are actual levels to do as well. Actual levels that are starting to get kind of difficult, which is why I'm doing a take 2 on the start of this episode. Alright. Well, hey, I've beaten slimes in the realm of cards, now I can beat them in regular combat. Also, these characters with the whips, because, you know, when I think of mining, I do immediately go to Castlevania, right? Well, whatever. It's just more practice to be able to get the basic combo of, you know, shoulder bash, jump on head, shoulder bash, jump on head, which has been pretty effective against the gold armor enemies up until this point, and we're now just introducing even more characters that I'm going to be fighting in that exact fashion. Alright. And at this point in time, you can probably notice that I have now gotten all of the health upgrades. I've gotten all of the armors, too. This is the rat armor that will save me from falling into bottomless pits and whatnot. So money... Goofy mechanic. But, you know, hey, it's pretty easy to kind of figure out. It just kind of plays on the whole, like, inability to stop, you know, spinning once you hit something. Still, I can make that work. I should probably go down to the bottom and get the... Like, I don't need money now, for the most part, but I do know I'm going to eventually need it for things. It's just... That just means... no, don't you go away. It just means that I am going to be... There's going to be, like, a little bit less of an emphasis, I'd like to say, on, like, trying to get everything, or maybe, you know, I'm just going to... Come on. What? That didn't bounce on his head? That was weird. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, the problem is that if I try and get as much money as possible, then I'm just going to lose more money when I die. At the very least, I'm probably not going to be doing the save point thing for right now. Oh yeah, I remember this when I was doing this on stream, where you got to get this bug over here so that you can get into that, because otherwise there's nothing you can bounce on top of. And that just leads you directly into the secret exit. Which, I mean, might as well, right? Kind of end up going for the secret exit first before anything else now, don't I? Well, regardless, you kind of need to do that because the medals are in here as well. All right, roll that. Man, I don't know what it was the first time that I did this. Just did absolutely terrible trying to go through here. That one area with the bunch of... Really? With like the bunch of dirt mounds there. Don't fall onto there while spinning. Yeah, that one area with a bunch of dirt mounds, I just like kept falling down, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this one again. So it's a mini boss, which is like not even difficult, but somehow. Give me one. All right. Healing on demand. No? Yeah, it's like I saw that and I'm like, no. Right. Then I screwed it up anyway. Because that's how I do things around here. Okay, you know what? Start crying again. There. Ugh. Now then, if I don't accidentally hit the enemy, it should be as simple as doing that to, you know, get through here. God. It's just... I'm so used to being able to spin on every platform. What can I say? Now then. Okay. Well, I mean, if I just do this. Yeah, exactly. And then from here, and then from here. There you go. Only had to be saved by 2 rats. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, and that leads over to... Well, how many... I'm not going to be able to afford this, but how many do I actually need here, first off? Scorch and Saber. Ah, yeah, like the final cutter in Kirby is immediately what I think of. You know, one of the signature moves from the Smash Brothers series, but also you can use it with the cutter. You know, as the name would imply. Okay. Yeah, you know, maybe that just means I can go through some of these levels a little bit faster if I'm not focusing on money. Although it's just like, you know, it is part of the level design and everything. If I'm going for kind of like a pretty hefty clear percentage by the end of this. I mean, basically on that point, I would say that regular levels, you know, like the gameplay and everything, sure. However, like getting every card, I don't know. That's a lot of stuff, and it's probably going to end with me, playing gacha pretty regularly or having to rematch everybody to get their signature cards and everything like that. It's an entire thing. This is pretty much what I'm thinking. So, I mean, getting the extra cash money and everything wouldn't be a terrible idea if I just want to continuously play that over and over, but I don't know. I don't know if I do. Come on now. I cannot get, like, the bounce on the head here. Whatever. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Because let's just do this. There you go. Now let's see if... I mean, even if I hit him into the lava, but just by spinning, I should be able to get most of the cash back. But I didn't, so, I didn't. What more can I say? I didn't. Besides, it's like the cash, it's just less emphasis on cash. It's okay. No, I don't. This does not look like one that I can kind of. Yep, and there. This does not look like one that I can actually. I see. Really, that was like just on the edge. Okay, well, anyway, does not look like one that I can get over the side of, is what I was trying to say. But now that we're like the 3 screens past that area, I suppose it doesn't really matter now, does it? Anyway, continuing on. Radio. They do take a pretty good amount of time before they actually attack with the whip here, so it only works in my favor. And the entire thing with me being able to, like, get like the shockwave actually does work pretty well if I don't get hit at all. But yeah, I don't seem to have too much ability to deal with the shockwave very well. Oh my god, those toes. So hot. I mean, disturbing. Okay. I'll get you to go over here, and then we do that. Oh, come on. I could have easily... Okay. The pattern is pretty obvious here, and then goes 2 of these, and then I'm going to try to get 2 of those and totally fail it, but that's okay. Like I said, as long as I'm not getting hit by the fire attack, that's probably more of the concern, right? Okay. Ah, come on now. You know what? Do I even have anything good for dealing with a vertical enemy? I suppose not. Good enough, though. Come on, you. Let's get on with this already. Right here, after all. No, come on. Like one more hit, I'm betting. Because there's no way. I mean, and you can obviously do this. You can obviously do this a little bit more effectively than the way that I'm doing it right now. Yeah, there you go. Good enough is what I say. And then for some reason, the cord just pops right out of that guy on death. Shouldn't be eating those things, One more real long path right over there. I need 9, right? That's what that said. Well, let's get into this one here first. Sort of a combination of the swamp area and the like underground place, seemingly. Also, is that dragon new? I mean, it's just a fire-breathing version of the dragon, of course, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, here we go. Spinning would be very good here. Overall, it's a very good trick, as we all know. But this is no exception. Yeah, no. Yeah, probably like that. And then right in here. Yep, and then, yeah, it's like this. I feel like this level's not going to be too much of a hassle. I mean, yes, bottomless pits and everything, but at the same time, it is also very slow. And the platform that I do have here is quite easy to kind of deal with. You know what? Good enough. I'm not going to argue with that one. I get right in here. To be honest, I could just, but I don't need cash right. I saw that right there. and definitely did not do it correctly. But I suppose that's gonna have to be me having to come back in here then if I'm missing one of the merit medals, right? That is kind of how it goes, right? Haven't had to do that a whole lot. I feel like I've been pretty good at finding these things as they've appeared, but at the same time, you know, you don't really. I'm still not perfect in getting all of them clearly. Okay, well, bye, I guess. You know, forget about it. The Beetle's got places to be. The screen does not scroll fast enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not gonna argue. We all got. Oh no, it's coming back. Don't worry, everybody. Notice its mistake. I'm just good right in the area that I kind of needed it. Oh, right on the edge. And now I don't get my shockwave anymore, unfortunately. This is an interesting combination of platforming elements. I actually like it. It's pretty cool. And the fireballs, as if I'm, you know, about to go fight a Bowser at the end of this or something. Blow that. Blow that. Oh. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Oh. Yeah, the Beetle will not be joining me on the ship, given that it just fell into a bottomless pit. And I know exactly where the other one is. It's like, not even that difficult. It's the get right in here, get it again. It's like, to be honest, since this is an auto-scrolling level, I think I'm actually, this is probably the first level that I'm going to just kind of like get the medal and then meet you right at the end, right? And I'm just going to do that for good measure. Anyway. Wait, was that not the medal? Oh, wait, no. And, all right. So that wasn't the medal. This was. Got it. Thank you once again to the shockwave. Made that fight very easy. Anyway, okay, well, there you go. Now back to now I'm just going to finish up the level. Okay, and there we go. All 3 done, and was it 7 or 9 or some other number that I need for this? Because I really do not remember. It is 9. Okay, so yeah, afraid. It's like, no, I've been spending all my money on pies for the mana that I'm not even using. All right, into the Explodatorium. I suppose I got like 2 different areas, but they also have split up the. For whatever reason, the Explodatorium does seem to be in the middle of 2 different active volcanoes. Whatever. Anyway. Alright. The Mario comparisons continue, of course. Oh, okay, so we're doing that sort of thing. Anyway. Doesn't really matter, though, because, like, you know, honestly, a lot of these enemies are just going to immediately have the fun gimmick of, yeah, just turning right into regular slimes on hitting the water, right? But all soar levels didn't really appear in the original game. Oh, hey, look, it's the, like, Windows 95 background. Right there. Yep, I did manage to get that, actually. Now, right in here, and there. Now, I suppose that there's, like, yeah, the pipes, I suppose, are too smooth to bounce off of. Yeah, sure, that's how that works. Why not? There we go. Still, though... Man, every single time I get surprised by enemies being inside. Hey, there's the super slime. A phalanx from Demon Souls, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, and it's also like too hard to actually bounce off of. It seems. Interesting. I mean, not that interesting, but still. It's like, yeah, I got that card last time for this enemy and never actually saw what it was. Well, it does seem like it is, yeah, that sort of thing where it is sort of annoying to try and deal with, which is why, of course, the exact... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's how that works. I guess that makes sense. They do have 2 separate, like, blobules there. So can I... No, it's... I'm gonna actually retain these blocks to see if I need to, you know, like, spin bounce off of anything. The answer does appears to be no, but I don't know. I mean, they've been very... Some of the secrets have been somewhat tricky to find. So, you know, might as well go and try and break every block that I can, right? Okay. That skeleton did not stand a chance, but, you know. Hey, what can I say? I know the feeling. I also fall off edges like that occasionally. Ooh, this is going to be annoying. All right. There's one thing that, of course. And right into, like, the one area that I can fall into. There. It's funny, it's just like a single green slime being the difference between life and death here. So this is sort of interesting as a level design. They're just like, alright, no spinning. Everything is smooth Mario warp pipes. Of course. I mean, I could do this. No? Wait, is that still considered to be... Well, let me take a look here. No, I can do that. Okay. Oh. Of course, this is... You clearly want to actually go on the edge of here, too. And I get the feeling that if I beat this enemy, I might be able to do something. No, nothing at all. Never mind. All right, well, never mind then. Now... No? Okay. I don't know. I just had a feeling because the Mario references make me think, you know, going above the screen and everything like that, right? The HUD, as you do. Yeah, these skeletons are very ineffective. All right, so not every... Okay, so if you can break some pipes, hey, keep that in mind for secrets. And I will, as my eyes are darting all over the screen, looking for anything, because I'm fairly certain I missed a merit medal here, right? At least one. If not two. Well, cutscene time. Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. I remember that fight, of course. Boy, do I. Anyway, I don't think there's going to be much of anything else to do. It's back into trying to find the secret stuff. Yeah, there's two more here that I have just straight up not found at... Oh, and Plague Knights here. I'll just do it right now, right? I just, you know... You're on the map. You're on the world map. Okay. Not quite what I expected, but sure. I sort of expected that to explode on hitting him. Okay, yeah, no, that is what happens. But still. Hey, unique bosses once again. What? What? What was that? Whatever, I mean, it's like... Okay, so he just bounced around multiple times before doing that, I see. Alright, well, this is, Oh. I would say not the most difficult of bosses. Yeah, alright. Well, you don't have your normal arena, though. Oh, yeah, you do. Never mind. You know, I never even got the ability to have, like, multiple of a character here or anything like that. So, multiple, you know, like, get the clones or whatever when playing as Plague Knight. So, you know, in some ways, this is, oh, really? Got the pulling in the strikers here, eh? All right. Well, still though, it's like one of the things with a good old Plague Knight is that it doesn't really have too much in terms of ability to prevent you from jumping on top of his head. Of course. I mean, got down half health there. Now, of course, that does mean that, Joustus. Let's just do it right now. Because you know how it works. Mona gonna have anything to say about this? Feels like she probably should. Ah, whatever. Anyway. Back up here then instead. Hey, this is looking good. Actually, you know what? Can I get... Oh? Oh, yeah, it's just that animation from, you know, the actual boss fight sort of thing. I mean, I suppose that's something. It'll make for a good thumbnail for the episode. Anyway, there you are right there. Let's just do it right now. Let's just go beat you, like, no issue at all. Actually, you know what? That's in character. Oh, my God. Well... I mean, we're just gonna do something like this, right? More or less. So that I can at least... More specifically, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go and clear out stuff to begin with. Because he's not going to be able to, of course. Okay. So, from here, pretty much, let me take a look here. Yeah. I think that's a good start. Oh, the whole slam and everything. I just want to start clearing cards out, of course. He's going to do stuff like that, naturally, but at the same time, I should be able to do stuff like this. Which is sort of the more important deal. I see. Now then. Which I don't have anything to push down now, do I? Yeah, but... Although, you know, hey, what I can do is... Yeah, that sort of thing, and then if I just push him to the left even one more... Yeah, alright. So the frustrating thing here, of course, is that, I do have a downward pusher. Okay, there we go. That'll work. I mean, I see what you're doing, of course. Fortunately, I don't know if I have any ability to stop it, is the issue. Short of unlimited in how exactly I can do stuff. However, I do have this. Yeah, I shouldn't really forget about that now. Now, is there any possible way I can... No, I don't think so. I'm just going to take the win on this one and go with that. Yeah, it's like, that's one of the reasons why I want to have the ghost on the bottom there, to be able to push it back up at some point in time. And that was, you know, more or less the exact plan that I had. And of course, I already have a Plague Knight card. The Alchemeister, a character you'd really think would be... you know, Percy. There we go. A character you would really think would have been more of a character in the campaign, but I mean, here we are. Alright, anything else? Any other dumb garbage to do here? No? I'm not doing like a card game or whatever. Good enough, then, I suppose. Back to the... Alright, I have no idea where the other ones are in this level. I feel like I've been pretty good at finding them thus far. So, well, actually I do have 9. No, let's go do this one first. I was going to say, I feel like I've been doing pretty good at finding the medals so far, but I have no idea, so... Anyway, it's just, you know, can't shoulder bash. No reason given for that this time. Oh yeah, final cutter, as stated before. It's, hey, I mean, it's more or less a double jump in a lot of ways. Not that, you know, King Knight really needs a whole lot more in terms of, not that King Knight really needs a whole lot more in terms of movement options in a lot of ways. I already even have the bubble that I haven't really been using. Look, I mean, that's one of the things in Shovel Knight. I feel like a lot of the secondary weapons are hardly necessary to do much of anything. I gotta get up there. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get up there in time before that thing disappears. No! My money! My money! I have like 10,000 gold right now. I have nothing to. What do I have to spend it on? Like I said, I got. I suppose. I do have. You know, cards. Man, I don't know. It's well, whatever. This is probably going to be like a standard take for a lot of stuff here, right? Right. And of course, you'd do that at the last thing here too. Should really spend some more money on the ropes. Oh, never mind. The rope grew as soon as I got up a little bit higher. You know. You? 900 gold. Good enough. Okay. Terrible, but, you know, also. Okay, anyway, yeah, and then it's just like, yeah, it's just that at this point in time. Is there anything else I can buy? Have I already bought everything from you? No. You're upgraded. All right, that's all I can do, evidently. Yeah, really, no, I do not have anything else I can spend cash money on for right now, do I? Just like trying to even think, it's like, is there anything? It's just car. Oh, wait, here. You know, of course. You gotta remember that it's like, yeah, you gotta fight these guys and get... No, you're not done yet. Okay. Let's do it here. Like, somehow I have the feeling that it's like, we're gonna be able to do this pretty well. Alright, don't have any, like, slams, so just do that right now. Interesting. An interesting play, but hardly good enough, because I'm just gonna do this. Move left and right, eh? Curious. I mean, not that curious, really, but you know. Anyway, that'll, it's like just trying to get rid of cards is generally a pretty decent, strategy. It's like just doing counter stuff, pretty much like tic-tac-toe style, is pretty effective in this game, after all. Yeah? Gem sweep, let's go. Ah, simple enough. The strategies are not particularly, you know, complicated as I'm doing this. Give me signature card, as always. Give me the birder, I suppose. I saw that in one of the, and then you. I'm not even entirely sure which enemy that is, but good enough. Hey, there's one more medal. Hey, y'all got, like, the level 2 cards? No. I mean, I guess I probably should at this point in time, right? Given, lost that back at, like, Mona there. Imagine cheating. Anyway, 67%? Hey, let's do some gacha. Why not? I don't know. I got the cash money for it. Boy. Poggers. It's a skeleton. Yeah. That's a card. That is a card that exists. I mean, it's new. I guess. Yeah, you just got that one. Okay, well, this is dumb. Anyway. Back to it. Okay, so I got no idea. I got no idea where the other medals are here. I'll look around and, I'll report back more or less, right? Ah, yeah, they did show that you could break pipes previously, so I suppose this makes sense, right? Yes, and there's also a secret exit on top of that, too. But where's the other one, then? That's a real question, because I don't know. Oh, yes, a good old slime bridge down here. I suppose that works. I am on the lookout for any other, medals that might be appearing here, though. I didn't even realize that this area had a secret exit, to be honest. Ah, clever. And first off, let me just real quick. Okay. So if I drop off here, do that, there you go. Pretty good. I mean, needless to say, the, oh, come on! Couldn't quite get that now, could I? The secret exit areas definitely do seem to be a little bit more complex compared to... Oof. You know what? You know what I can actually do over here? This. But, yes, it's me playing this video game. Anyway, what was I saying here? Yeah, the secret areas do seem to be a little bit more complex. Like, quite a bit more complex, all things considered. But at the same time, they do give you all of the tools required to be able to do it pretty easily. I mean, I even had, like, the double jump, which I didn't use with the sword and everything, after all. Well, so there's the second one, and I guess that does lead me also over here, which is, single area type of thing. Getting apples from the apple bushes? The answer, actually, yes. Yeah, we really are doing this. It's weird because I wouldn't really think the King Knight is one to play along with much of anything, to be honest. Oh. So he does. I might throw that in the thing. Seems like a decent card, all things considered. Oh. Oh, level 2. Oh, it's one of those things. It's the napalm man. Annoying enemies. Yes, I mean, if I need any healing, this would be a good place to do it, I suppose. Oh, it's so weird. It's like, it's not when you land on it, but it's when you jump off of it, it turns into a spin jump. I remember that when I was doing the Whippicles? That's the name of that character. Okay, sure, whatever. Once again, not really one that I would say... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's everything. Not really one that I would say is very, I don't know, fitting with the theme. Where's the last one? Okay, something I'm noticing immediately. It does look like I can just walk right over here, of course. Okay, well, yeah, because you could clearly see that on the other side there, that it was not large enough for you to walk into. Whereas, here, well... It is. Okay, there you go. And there's the last one. Also get a heal, too, in case you need it. Really don't, but yeah. Yeah, human-sized entrance over on this side, and not so much on the other. There you go. Okay, well, that's that, then. And how many medals do I have right now? 3. Yeah, not much to do anything with. So, which one now? Yeah, I haven't done you. I mean, I've opened up all of the paths around it, but I have not actually done this level itself. So, yeah, and then here we get the actual Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins style pots here. It was in the Halloween area. I do remember this level pretty well. Corks. Self-reinserting corks. So yeah, that's kind of the bit here. Good old shockwave. When I actually have this thing active, it's pretty useful. And now it's already inactive. Good stuff. Look, it doesn't matter. That'll be fine. And here, into here, into give me this, and then good stuff. And after all, it's like you can really recover a lot, you know, from the... You can really recover a lot from just, like, falling off of an edge pretty easily as King Knight. It's like, still occasionally weirdly difficult, sort of bosses that are going to be appearing later in the game aside. Is one of the more powerful characters to play as, because King Knight, why not, right? Why not? Anyway. Look at how well timed that is. Now, of course, you pretty clearly see a few different... I mean, it's like either one of these, to be honest, is like a good potential in terms of where a secret exit is supposed to be, right? Probably above the top of the screen usually tends to be where they want you to end up going for secrets. And indeed it is. There you go. And just start beating this thing up. There you go, too. Hey, done quite well, if I do say so myself. No. Okay. Nothing even farther over the top, so it's kind of from here. And there you go. Even this late into the game, still getting a lot of new mechanics introduced. But then again, I suppose this did come out like 5 years after the original Shovel Knight at this rate, so they did have some time to make this, right? Right. And I mean, you know, you can already see the gold. The level design is pretty clear in how they want to do it. Why do you need this many corks, Plague Knight? Seems entirely and totally unnecessary. It sort of looks like I could... Okay, no, I got everything, though. But it also did sort of look like I maybe could get in behind that cork. But then again, I did get everything, so, you know. I don't know really how much more could really end up doing. Goo Gorge. Yes. Playing on the goo mechanic. That did, of course, appear quite a bit in Mole Knight's area, but it's also like, you know, it's goofy. Like, it's just goo all over the place. Also, you can see, like, Polar Knight's area in the background there, too. So, which is, you know, hey, world building and all that, right? Okay, they're starting to hide some of these things a little bit better. As I say, as one immediately just kind of shows up right on the edge of the screen. Good stuff. But still, though, that does mean that I need to, you know, at least, like, somewhat watch out. Perfect. Sort of. Flawlessly executed, if I do say so myself. That sort of looked like there might have been something there. Whatever. You know, like, I don't know, the extra dirt on there sort of seems like it might have been something. Alright, I don't see a place to get on top of the screen, at least not easily, so I don't know, it's like, I'm just looking at the makeup of how this is done. I don't really see much of anything, though. That is something that they do all the time. Also, just like the, random skeleton in there as well, because, you know, fossils. But, yeah, alright. It's like, hey, like, breaking the gigantic skeleton sort of thing is a staple of this area in the other many, iterations of this type of level. So there you go. No surprise that there's going to be something in there. Now, what else is in here, though? And I got another one of these guys, which I can only hope that I'm not going to stupidly die to again. Come on, you're getting rid of my shockwave. That's the real crime here. Alright, anyway. Do that, there, and I still don't have my shockwave back, but you know, what are you gonna do? Alright. I see. Okay. No, I'm okay. I didn't die. Alright. Yeah, it's simple enough. I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna have too much trouble getting through this area as long as I don't just accidentally fall off the bottom of the screen. Which is a real possibility. Here, though, it's like, okay, well, I don't think this one's gonna be the hardest 3 medals to get. Why was that one previous level, like, significantly more difficult to find the stuff? It required you to sort of infer the existence of a mechanic that wasn't really explained previously, and then, like, execute that actually earlier in the level. Sort of planned for you to... Okay, well, didn't plan that one out very well. Speaking of planning things... Whatever. Look. Good enough to be able to do at least, like, one little... Oh, yeah, of course. Well, we got you, and we got another Joustus fight coming up here, I suppose. Okay, just wait. A little vignette around here and everything. Well, alright, Jabroni Knight, let's get on with it here. Wait, there's a no diving sign? Alright. Well, let's get to it. As we know, this is generally not the hardest of the fights. If I can actually hit him, though, that would help. Wow, this is pathetic. Okay. Maybe this is going to be the point in time where I actually do, like, a very poor job. Oh, we got the slime power. Didn't you have this in the, Oh. Okay. Didn't you have this in, the Scythe Knights campaign, too? There we go. Alright, into the easy. Come on now. Actually, like, taking a decent amount of damage here. And Shed. Feel like I should be able to... Oh, yes. Oh, come on. That wasn't enough. Okay, well, you know what? Ah, not quite, actually. Well, then. Hey, actually did badly against the Mole Knight for once. I feel like his whole thing of, you know, of course, being able to... Hey, run back the card house. I feel like his whole thing of being able to, you know... Give me all this, then. Of being able to be bounced on very easily usually ends with him getting a ton of damage dealt to him as such. So, alright. Fine, then. So, you know, at the same time, it's just like, kind of unexpected in a lot of ways. Yeah, it seems like they actually kind of try and prevent you from doing that in this particular campaign. Yep, there we go. Oh, right, the slime. See, and now this time I'm doing just fine, right? And now I'm not doing just fine. It's the circle of life. Hey, you're done. Okay, there. Ah. Really, I tell you. Why the goo? Well, you know what that means. It's always the same thing. Somehow, despite being underground, managed to find his way up into the you know, this area. The airship. This place. You know the one. This one. Hey, wait a second. Yeah, there we go. For all that vigor that I definitely use all the time. I love it. Okay, let's do this. Why are you even here? Is the real question. Oh, gimmick your boards again. Fun. Alright, well. I mean, hey. I'm just gonna start right here with this then. And then, you know, pretty much like the same thing, right? And it's going to be one of those things where, in all likelihood, I'm just going to end up, Oh, the stomp actually destroys. That's interesting. Not that interesting. Like a little bit interesting. All right. Well, I shouldn't be forcing this out right here. Yeah, exactly. I was sort of expecting more to go for, like, you know, left, right type of thing, but still. If I do that, he's just gonna push it left. Although if I do this, I ain't gonna be doing much of anything. Although might be able to push it down. Doesn't really matter though, I suppose, right? All right, what are the actual moves that he's got here? I just want to see real quick. Does he have something? He does have something that will be able to push right. Okay. Anything else of interest? I'm just like taking a look right now. I think I actually want to do this. Doesn't have anything that can push. Okay, so taking a look here, doesn't have anything that can push down. So is going to be completely unable to do that. Yeah, but this is going to be a draw is the problem, really. Technically, I could do... no, I can't actually do that. Okay, I'm just trying to take a look here. What is the optimal... Okay, well, you know, hey, what I could do is push this on here. Yeah. Because, like, he's going to do that. However, what I'm going to do is this. However, little did you know that I can just do this and then win. There. Goes to show you how that entire thing works. Being able to predict the basics of like what characters can and cannot do. You give me a signature card, as always. Hey, I did it again. I'm the best at the card games. All right, come on. I'm gonna go finish the last area. I have 2 levels, I think, actually. Well, whatever. Let's just get right on with it. Yeah, 2 levels and a boss, I suppose. I'm just gonna do all of them. I mean, I guess. You know, that's Triple Pond, so... Yeah. Ah, the exploding rats this time. Now, I lord over rats. You would think that I would be able to deal with this pretty easily, but hey, here we are. I kind of remember exactly how they work, I suppose, is the real thing. Because they're very obnoxious enemies, as we all know, as they are currently being used in the level design as such. Out. I meant to slam. There we go. Welcome to the jam and all that. Is this really the first time that I said that? But once again, the poor birds getting put out of work by these automatic potion throwing contraptions. You know, it's like, because that's a very important part of the entire alchemical process, having something that automatically just kind of throws beakers of pink liquid around. Purple? Yeah, purple. Kind of a light purple. Alright, no, nothing above there. I mean, it's usually a little bit more... Stop that. Usually a little bit more obvious when it is that sort of thing anyway. There we are. Yeah, seriously, there's just like one level where it was kind of difficult to figure out the basic gimmick, right? Interesting. Give me that too. And you know what? Hey, give me the money. Even though with 20,000 gold, I do not know if I'm going to really end up requiring all that much. Maybe I don't need gold as much as, you know, I thought I did. Whatever, never hurts, right? What amount of chests in this area, eh? I think this is the second one I got. But then again, it's like, once again, it's like, do I really need that much more money? I have so much. Alright, and as per usual. I see. Well, there's a secret exit. And of course, secret exit means that it's right there. Alright, so what's the weird, more difficult than usual gimmick that we're doing this time? I mean, aside from lighting slimes on fire, but you know. That happens all the time, seemingly. So far, it's not looking too bad. It's just, you know, hey, have a slight amount of patience, which I'll be honest is kind of difficult, but still. Also, flying exploding things. The horrors of science. On display here in a way unimaginable. I really thought I could do that. Anyway, start crying. Wait, my heart! Okay, well, it doesn't matter, but still. Okay, well, yeah, it didn't, and it doubly doesn't matter. Alright, so, yeah, you can see the basics of how this thing works. You can see the basics of how I almost fell off, but I'm such a pro gamer that it didn't even matter. Point is, it goes around in a circle. And clockwise, really. Okay. Yep. Now, where's the one where they have two in a row like this? Sort of like this, to be honest. But not quite. Here's the one. I just, like, totally wanged that one, but hey, whatever. It doesn't matter. Already done! Get me on the blood rats. Alright, well, there's two. One more, then, and then one more level, and then the balls. Which I guess I'm just going to be completing this this video. You get everything in this one. You get the cards, you get the levels, you get me trying to struggle to figure out what to use my money on. I really thought I'd need more than this. Felt like there were some very expensive things. I mean, the cards, but yeah, you know, that's pretty much it, right? What else am I going to be doing here is the problem. All right. I mean, once again, I could go for the chest and everything, but to what end, right? Whatever. Damage boost, right? Okay. Nope. In fact, right into there for a good speedrunning tactic type of thing. Yeah, let's just be kind of careful. Yeah, there you go. Now then. Remember, I should just go switch. I mean, I do still fall into bottomless pits occasionally, but I was thinking, it's like, maybe I should just go switch up to the run armor. Because, I mean, running, right? It does seem to be pretty effective as a strategy overall. Whee! I wonder what I'm going to be fighting down here. Oh, no, it's an auto-scroller. No, but I do vaguely remember. Where's place? Alright, stop that. All of you, everybody stop that. Trying to do gaming over here. Like that. And just kind of have a nice leisurely stroll down here, right? As I'm realizing right now I maybe don't want to actually fall down a little bit too quickly, but you know, at the same time. Yep. There you go. Okay. Just a little bit long. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I see. That's what we're doing this time, right? Anyway. See, and that's why I'm not getting rid of the the rat armor anytime soon, I suppose. I have it for this explicit reason. Ooh, well, that works. Probably should have just bounced off of the wall, to be honest. But hey, whatever works, right? Not doing no hit runs or anything after all. Now, if you don't mind, I'm also going to get this last little bit of money that I'm not going to be able to spend it on anything. Hooray! I'm the best. All right, one more here at this rate. Axolonglalgol. Okay. I guess that is an axolonglalgol. There you go, that's the bit. All right. Slam into it. Causes it to recede back into the wall. The real question here is, do I want to, like, get on top of this and make it recede a whole bunch of times? The answer is, I don't know, maybe. I really couldn't say one way or another. Does not look like it. No. But, I mean, you know that's going to be a major, like, gimmick here coming up, but don't even worry about it. Oh, that's the owl thing that I saw earlier. The owl, I don't know, owl, logs? There we are. No, then get out of the way. Okay, well, I think this one might be the first... No, just a chest, as it turns out. Poggers. Alright. And then slamming directly back up into the sky. It's weird to have triple-based levels around here, because, I mean, you know... No, nothing. I know your gimmick already. You're not gonna fool me. Also see that they're... Yeah, I mean, it's... You know, I'm doubly on the lookout for stuff, but it's just like I'm not really finding anything right now, is the thing. Okay, and there's that. And you know, this is actually sort of like a slightly more advanced version of the... Slightly more advanced version of the tentacles. One of the tentacles. Or I suppose even like the pipes that I just saw. You know the ones. Anyway, where are you coming from? Because this has got to be the first one, yeah. Ooh. What? Oh. Why is it the... Whatever. There, that works too. No, you don't. You get farther back down there. I'm not done with you just yet. But yeah, it's like, for whatever reason, the, For whatever reason, the owls there were not really giving me a good area to kind of get in there, right? Okay, you know what? It's just... Ah! This is a frustrating enemy. Cry a lot after this one. Okay. Okay. Now you have no other opportunities to do anything aside from that. Just succumb to your fate. Anyway. There we go. Back up to full health and everything. It's very easy to do and very useful. Okay. Now then. I should also be able to afford the next, I didn't quite mean to do that, but, yeah. It's actually trying to do this! There. And got anything? Nope, just a lot of money. 26,000 currently. If I die, we're gonna get a lot of very large bags of cashola spewing out of me, even with this armor that does prevent me from losing as much. Yep. Anyway. Don't worry. It's gonna happen soon enough, it seems. So what is this, Lemmy's Fort, I think? That has the snake blocks, as they're called. Of course, it does not have the, like, you know, ticka-ticka-ticka sound effect, but still. Ah, you know what? I mean, it's clear how you're supposed to do that, but, like, also, I can do it like that, too. Or even it does seem like the axolotl will take me over there too. Axolotl. Yeah, it will. We can get one more health back, I suppose. Ah! I dislike you. Anyway, that's everything. Now then. That's all the levels. Yeah. 100% did. Get right into it. Ugh. And as always, much like a phantom thief, you enter directly in through the front door. Alright. And I almost fell directly off just trying to go for that stupid hit there. Okay. Now then. Oh, come on. I feel like taking damage against these guys. It's like, come on now. Wario Knight should not have too much difficulty taking on pretty much any type of character. Can bounce against that one, okay. I was wondering. Anyway, I still got like the same stuff, and hey, it's these wacky type of flowers that I saw earlier. So you can stand on them, and then when you jump off of them, they give you an instant spin bounce. Got it. Also, I see exactly where the first medal is going to be, it seems. Okay. 1, 2. Get me over here. I mean... Yeah? Okay, well, I mean, yes, there is the first medal, but, strange. It's this thing again. You can't ride anymore. Too bad, idiot. Actually use your stuff, but I don't need it. Use it anyway. So how do I get over here? I mean, it's just like a clear entrance from, I guess just do this. Yeah. Weird. I did a good job there. Now time to cry at my failures. I did a good job there a second time. Just get me out of here before I embarrass myself anymore. Look. It works. Whatever works, right? Let's see. Well, I tried again, but it did not work. Is this actually going to be the first time that I die from, like, losing health? Maybe, but probably not, because I'm very good at video games. You know, let's not actually, like, oh, I hate this thing! No, I remember this now. Hey, you know how much I love bottomless pits in this game? Well, what if we just had, like, a platform that's very easy to have knockback throw you directly off of it, right? Do that, do that, do that, do that. There we go. Unfortunately, that's not that much health ultimately, so, you know. Well, you hit the thing! Ah, whatever. Once again, I don't actually need all that much money, ultimately. You know what? Oh, wait, I was going to take out the hammer, but, I mean, I suppose not in a very good position to... For real. Not in a very good position to do that as of right now. Unfortunately. No. Get out. Oh. There. Do I have any more cry? No, I don't have any more cry juice left in me. Yep. Look at that. Look at all that cash just spew right out of me. I'm gonna go get that back. 1,000 each. Ugh. Well, anyway. Look, it shouldn't really be too difficult to go get back over here, but it's just like, yeah. Tiny boats, and the knockback will throw you immediately right out of the boats. So, you know, that's doubly good just by itself, right? I can go and get... There. How about that, then? How about that is that I... Oh, my God, please. Please, video game. Just, like, give me... Me IRL. Anyway, okay. Now, if you don't mind, Trout Apples, I do need to use you to get my money back. Also, I mean, like, we're technically enemies and everything. You know what I'm saying here. Nothing personnel, kid. And then I teleport behind you. Stop that. Yeah. So much, you see, I told you, it's just like, if I die here, then it's bad. And as it turns out, it was bad. Stop that. Give me the health. You too. Alright, anyway. Continuing on here. Oh, yeah, and of course I'm just gonna get, like, full health here anyway, given that it's like these are all just actual, like, for real apples. Hit me. Yes, it me. He's literally wearing a crown. Alright. Yeah, this fight, it's like you have to do on the boat, which is honestly silly. Like, really. It's just like... we made sure that you are definitely going to fall off at any point in time, is basically what the developer said on this one. Oh! Oh my god. Man, I'm gonna keep smashing hearts out of you here at this rate. Ah! Then not actually get any. Oh, please, video game. You are frustrating me to no end. There. Oh my god, please. Oh. Yeah, it's just gonna be constant falling off of this tiny, tiny boat that they force you on here. I hate it. I hate this boss. But such is the way. There we go. How about that, though? Good combo, at least. Yes, of course. Oh my god, oh my god. Give me these. You too. How about that, though? Still a very frustrating type of enemy. And of course, it's like getting health back and everything, too, doing this. There we go. No! Oh, well. I mean, it's only predictable for a boss like this, right? No, you judged him entirely correctly. Okay. Yeah, that would be difficult. Not very easily, I'll be honest. Look, if we actually fought in Joustus, it would be fairly simple, I'd like to say. King Birder. A whale of a surprise. Let's just get on with this already. Hey, what do you got this time? Yep, 70. Doing a good job here. Anything else? Oh, one more. Well, I can actually probably go get that literally right now if I just go fight another character in card game. As you do. Well, yeah, what are we doing here? Oh boy. Do we really... Wait, that... Do we need... No. Yes. Well, anyway, hey. No card game? No? Nobody? This is ridiculous. Well, anyway, I guess that's that then. Although, you know, hey, also I can just kind of like go right off the edge here too. All right. And that means we got World 3 here. Yeah, sure. You know what? I'm just going to call it that. Of course, you know, all the same characters as before, but this time it's different. Also, they got the house right there already. So Clockwork Tower, Stranded Ship, and of course, you know, the actual flying machines here too. So it would have been the general flow of things up until now, and I guess next time I'm going to immediately go and do a bunch of card games again.